So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we're taking a look at a reworked version of the Iveco Hi-Way. So let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. So in the Iveco truck dealer, it's just the standard Hi-Way that you go along to, and you click customize. So cabins, we do have some different ones here. If you remember back to the standard SCS version, there's only the Hi-Way cabin available. We've now got the Euro 6, which appears to just sort of change the sort of tanks and chassis situation going on down here. Not sure if that's realistic or if the authors just sort of cosmetically changed that, but you have got that option. You then got the NP, which has got this sort of more circular tanks on either side. The twin exhaust pipes there. You got NP written on there, and like here as well. You can see the changes there, and changes with the grille, that little chrome slat. And then you've also got the XP, like that, which I really like. I really like this matte black along here, and then the blue pinstriping. I think it looks really cool. Chassis, we do have a few new ones, I believe. We've got the long versions, but pretty much they're all standard, like 6x2, 6x2.4, mid lifts, tag lifts, and then the standard 6x4s. Engines, we have got a fairly decent range, to be honest, starting off with a 420 with 1900 Nm of torque, up to a 570 with 2500 Nm of torque. They're not the most torquey engines in the world. I believe the MAN engines have a little bit more torque at that power range, but not too bad. Transmissions, pretty much all standard really. You got 12 speeds, 6 speeds and 16 speeds. On the interior, now this is where I really like this mod. What they've done is they haven't sort of messed around with the colours or anything. They've just made it sort of black and sort of grey, which actually doesn't look too bad. I like what they've done there, but they've made it either manual, as you can see there with the third pedal, or auto, and then you get the armrest back. You see the armrest up there, armrest down, and it removes the sort of stick there. And then puts the drive neutral reverse, which I think is really cool. More mods need to do that. Paint jobs, we do have some standard ones put in here, but all blacks. Ferrari, which is pretty cool because I know they do use Iveco trucks. Got some others down there, and then all the standard ones as you would expect. So let's just pick a standard colour whilst we're customising. Now there's not a lot of options here, but starting at the bottom, got some mud flaps, and then we've got the sort of standard lower grille guard, nothing too special there. Bull bar, again nothing too special. You can sort of make it plastic down here if you want. It's all the same price, it doesn't really make much difference. I think I'd just leave it paint if it was me. You can make the grille sort of surrounds either sort of a metally finish or plastic with a chrome strip. We have then got the sort of outline around the truck. Now I really like it blue. You can make it paint if you want, but I do think the matte black works very nicely, especially with the blue pinstripe, as I said. Those are the sort of window stickers. You can paint the mirrors, you got the window flags, and then you have got the sort of window frame here. I think it's best just to leave it black, to be honest. You got all the sun visors. You got these ones with the blue strip, which is really cool. That works very well. You can put some beacons on the top here, I think. Oh no, oh yeah, you can. They are floating sort of, but yeah, I don't really like that. I think I'll just leave it standard like that. I think it works best. Then got the light bar. You have got the always funny stock horns on the Iveco Hi-Way. You got a beacon option down here. We already done this option. You can change that apparently. You got all the cables. Put that spoiler back on. Right down here you can add some of the plastic arches, some chocks, and then I think that is pretty much it. So now, oh well, I forgot about the interior, almost forgot. Yeah, there isn't much you can do here. You got the sat nav, which is already built in, I believe. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here we are, all fully configured. Now I really do like the sort of contrast that we got going on here with the black, the blue, the yellow, and it sort of works with this trailer. The blue sort of picks up the blue on the trailer really nicely. But if we get inside and just reset the Trackir, the wheel comes down, as you can see, which is really nice. I think they've redone the display actually. If we just turn it on. It's not very loud, these trucks. What engine did I go for? I forgot. The 570, that's fine. So yeah, you've got the fuel readout. There's no digital speed, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen that. But other than that, it's fairly nice in here. Fairly good visibility, so if we just indicate out. I do like the gear readout, that's really clear in the green. The sat nav's quite small, I can say that. Let's move the microphone closer. There we go. And it gets up to speed fairly well. We're already at 30, it's coming up to 60 now, or kilometers an hour. 65, 70, 80, and that's the speed limit. So it got up to speed fairly well. As you know, I always like to go for the 6-speed auto, so I just find it really quick shifting and really smooth. It does seem to be revving a little bit high. We're doing, what, 50 miles an hour or 80 kilometers an hour, and it's doing around 1200 RPM, which is quite a lot. I mean, if you took it up to sort of more higher speeds like 90, which you'd be doing on like a motorway or something, it's now at 1300, which is quite high to be honest. But yeah, it's not too bad. Obviously you can go for the 16 speeds and 12 speeds, which will be a bit better for that. But yeah, as I said, it's not too bad. I do like the daytime running lights on these. They're quite nice. Quite subtle as well. Might slow it down to 70. It does seem like there's quite a lot of body roll in this, going through the corners. It's not like a MAN or Scania that I drove last week. Yeah, brakes are really responsive. They're not like most truck brakes where you get in them brand new and they stop immediately as you hit the pedal. It's so quiet, this engine though, you can barely hear it. 570 horsepower and it's almost silent, even from the outside, which is really good. How are we doing on fuel? What's the range? Oh, we do have a digital speed, but it's saying kilometers an hour, but it's actually reading miles an hour, which is a bit weird. Just slow it down. Well, I didn't see that. Yeah, brakes definitely work. I was too busy looking at the dashboard display then. Didn't even notice the roundabout. Yeah, we don't have a fuel range readout, which is a bit weird. But it's good that we do have a digital speed. It's just really small. I said this last week about the MAN. It's just the fonts are too small. I actually do like the font in this, but it's a bit hard to read from a distance. Right, where are we going now? Let's carry on down here, I think. As I said, there is quite a lot of body roll. So it's not the most dynamic truck if you compare it to some of the others. But the visibility is actually really good. I don't like these poles that go down the middle, these window frames. They do block a little bit of your visibility, but they don't block the mirror over there, which is okay. But they are really thin, all the bezels, all the window frames, which is fairly good. The mirror frames are all the mirror frames are also quite thin, which is very useful. I don't really like how it brings the colour onto the inside around the door frame. It makes it look like a bit of a cheaper truck, to be honest. You don't get that in a Scania or Volvo. So I wish that was covered with some kind of material. But other than that, I don't think this is a bad truck at all. It's fairly nice to drive. It likes cruising a lot more than it does these sort of country lanes, I'm noticing. But it isn't bad at all. Just to slow it down. And I do think it looks really cool. It looks different. You don't really get trucks like this in the game that often. They're all just one solid colour, but I like how this one's broken up with the matte black. And you can make some cool designs with it as well. But yeah, I do recommend you giving this a go. There are a fair amount of options for you to choose over the standard SCS version. I think it's really nicely put together, and it's fairly nice to drive as well, so definitely recommend you give it a go. So if we just pull in here and see what it's like to park. Shouldn't be too difficult with these mirrors because they are fairly big. And we've got a fairly easy space to reverse into, to be honest. There we go. So parking brake on, which is down there, and engine off. So there we go. If you enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.